Episode 3, take 2.
Oh my god.
So we might have a
Get through a whole episode and it just doesn't fucking work.
Oh, yeah. An hour's worth of talking.
Oh, boy.
Potentially lost of time. Potentially also just a lost episode.
Yeah. You gotta love...
It can join episode 0.
This would have never happened to tape.
In the
we were recording to tape and film. If we were shooting on film and recording on tape, we would be good right now.
Yes, we would have 0 technical difficulties if we were engaged in a completely different and much more difficult process.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like the physical world never has the problems that electronics do.
No, never.
And
never. I've never had a photo turn out bad if I shot it on film, ever.
Exactly.
It's always perfect.
And if it's not, it's like style. If this is bad, it's just bad. I feel like with electronic stuff a lot of the time.
Yeah.
That's what you said the wabi-sabi.
There's no aesthetic to electronic difficulties. Casey!
There is a little bit with glitching, but Casey's looking out the window, so...
She's growling. She probably sees another dog out there.
Maybe she sees a bird. Maybe she sees the bird of the week.
The bird of the week. Oh, we're just going to jump right into bird of the week?
I think we have to.
In case we missed it the last time?
We definitely
All right, let's speed run bird of the week. Rapid fire bird of the week.
I win bird of the week.
He won bird of the week last week.
The votes were counted.
3 to 5 for the flamingo over the cassowary.
Yeah.
Interesting note. I put the poll up earlier this most recent time because last time the first vote technically ended in a tie.
Yeah.
But we had tallied votes on the podcast.
Technically.
So technically.
And technically, Hillary Clinton won the election in 2016.
Fuck no, she didn't. Technically, she lost.
Technically.
In a technical sense, she lost. She had the popular vote.
If you were counting the polls.
But she had a popular vote.
Technically.
And then she lost on the We need a bird of the week electoral college. That's what we need.
I mean, I'll take it.
What birds would be popular in Kansas? Okay, so this is the question, though. We have an important question.
We have to do different birds this time.
We have to do different birds in case the lost episode works.
The lost episode is not going to work.
You think it's dead?
Well, I think it's dead, but I think we still have to do different birds.
Than we did the last.
Correct.
Than we did for the...
If we did the lost episode birds...
For the episode 3 rough cut?
Yeah.
Those are just going to be...
I mean, they're disqualified.
We have to pick new birds?
Because there is tampering.
Yes,
there's a tampering error.
Right. Yeah, we're being hacked. We're being hacked for future information on Bird of the Week.
Because we were talking shit about world leaders in our last episode. They plotted against us.
Yeah, we did do that.
And then
we talked about a lot of bleak stuff.
Yeah, no, it
was actually. I feel like it was dark.
It wasn't a bummer of a conversation, but it was
more of a.
If I was listening to it, it'd be in a weird place in my mind.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I don't know about boring. It would just be like, do I want to listen to this right now?
Yeah, it would have like. It was a little bleak.
Yeah,
and like a little like philosophical.
Yeah, it was a lot of.
It was a little like.
Yeah. Well, we talked about Plato too. Was part of it.
We did talk about Plato.
That part was philosophical.
That part was very philosophical. I love that clay stuff. You know.
Yeah.
So
it feels really good in your hands.
Yeah,
and when I think about that man, ooh,
Plato's philosophy, dude.
Just
have fun.
The free time he must have had.
Make spaghetti.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm talking about Plato.
No, I know, but do you think Plato would have had the free time to play with Plato?
Right.
Because of the whole Greek thing.
Like, what are you talking about? A fucking cave? I just want to make shapes with my clay. The fuck are you talking about?
I just want to make a little car with this, which I don't know what that is, but I'm going to make it. I figured it out. Plato figured out cars.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
I mean, Plato was just ripping on other dudes, really. He didn't really...
Dude, was he? Was he kind of an asshole?
Well, no.
Do you know much about Plato?
Like, he was like... He wrote... So, like, I'm pretty sure... That could be wrong. But Socrates never wrote anything.
Oh, yeah, dictating. He was a dictator.
He was a complete oral... tradition, dude.
He loved oral.
Yeah, dude. Socrates
is
loved
big
oral.
on oral.
And so basically, Plato just wrote about all his conversations.
Oh, so Plato was the writer.
Yeah, because Plato was like a student of Socrates.
Right. So he was cucking Socrates. Plato was cucking Socrates when he was giving his oral to the council.
He lost me there for a second.
You know, like because
He was cucking him? How was he cucking him?
Because if Socrates was giving oral in a the philosophical community, and he had to watch it and write it down.
No, that would mean that Socrates was being...
No,
Socrates was cucking Plato.
No. Oh, well, yeah.
That's what that would mean.
Yeah, okay.
If I get this extremely...
You get it now.
It took a fucking minute.
Fuck the light. The camera turned off.
No. I fucking knew it would, dude. Oh my god.
This is a doomed podcast.
This is a fucking...
The world does not want us to record this
one's
podcast.
a fucking doozy.
Word of the week.
Episode 3, part 2 is already feeling better, though.
Holy shit.
I feel like we had to shake off a little bit of, like... It was just a low energy podcast. And now we're on to Socrates giving oral.
Gives the best oral.
Gives the best oral.
He's so good at it. It's been talked about for generations.
Is there any guy who's not a big oral guy?
Mutes. People that cannot speak.
Fair.
Giving or getting? Because the camera turned off again, and I'm kind of pissed about that. But I don't. At this point, are we just going to do an audio podcast?
We could.
Are we switching to HD again?
I can switch it to HD.
Motherfucker.
But you can just keep riffing on the giving or getting thing.
Yeah. So in terms of oral, it's generally more pleasurable to get oral than to give oral.
Yeah, I mean if you're not a feminist.
No, but that I think the thing that you're missing when you're getting oral is that feeling of accomplishment that you get when it's like, yeah, I did something today. You know what I'm saying? Like, I made someone feel good, and that makes me feel good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
There's an empathetic act to it. Which, question to you, bird of the week, which bird gives the best oral?
Oh, so they'd definitely be pelican.
Would it be pelican?
Well, okay.
Because are the pelicans throat goats, is what you're saying?
Yeah. But I guess I have to think.
But that's what I mean. You got
to think about the female perspective, too. So,
do birds have tongues? Does that even...
Yeah. What bird has the strongest and longest tongue?
Or it could be... I mean, birds can suck dicks, too.
I know they can.
They're allowed.
I'm just talking about...
They're actually not allowed
in
most
what
of the
sense
time.
are we speaking?
I guess you would have to be the versatility combo, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, so we need a bisexual bird.
Right. Well, I would assume most birds are bisexual. Well, not necessarily. No, because birds come in female and male, and they both do stuff with each other. So it's like, I'm not like gendering the birds. I'm just saying which bird, if given oral, the camera turned off again.
Do you think it's a space thing?
Probably. I mean, I don't know at this point. I think
it
we
said there's
just
281 minutes.
I know. I don't get it.
Yeah, okay.
I think we just gotta wait.
Just go no video on this one.
At least for right now, whatever. But no, I think that's a serious question. Like, which birds, like, because if you think about a beak, you know, that's hard. Beaks are hard. Like, lips are soft generally, at least in a human sense. And like tongues, I feel like, I mean, you got cats' tongues that have like all those spikes on them. Like, there's a vast difference in the animal kingdom of pleasurable mouths.
Dude, you're going on a weird track here.
But I don't know. I guess birds do have dicks, but do they get their dicks sucked? It's more of a sex thing, probably.
No. Yeah, well, definitely.
Have you seen birds have sex?
Yes.
You have seen that.
I saw 2 birds have sex outside of my middle school.
And it was just...
Yeah, the only reason I know that is probably because I was in middle school.
Yeah, and they were teaching you sex at the time.
No,
it was in health class. So they were doing it outside, and they're like, "There's an example."
It
right
was
there.
in science class. I will say that
Oh,
it was in
go.
science. It was in biology, and
wow.
Yeah, I will say that, and it was the
fortuitous,
funniest thing to everybody.
Yeah. Oh, everyone! It was like a stop the class.
It was like literally like everybody was dying laughing. Our 12-year-old brains were dying laughing.
Do you know what kind of birds they were?
Theoretically, it could have been a fight.
Oh.
But I don't know. No, just like one of the common ones.
What are
the birds you see all the time?
A robin?
Like a robin or something. Yeah, something like that.
Sparrow.
Pigeon. Aquilia.
A quill.
Quelia.
What the hell is that? You know too many birds.
Most populous bird.
I don't know enough about birds.
It's like the bird with the largest population in the world.
The bird that fucks the most.
Quelia. Q-U-E-A.
The most fuckingest bird.
Yeah, they fuck a lot.
Yeah. But speaking of which, we should get into Bird of the Week.
Okay.
With new and improved Bird of the Week.
This might technically, in some sense, be round 4.
Technically.
Of Bird of the Week.
But do I still go first?
See the audio from before. Yeah. I mean, do you want me to go first this time? Or, like, so we're trading off again?
Yeah, no, you got to go.
You go first?
Yeah, you go.
I'm going to go with... I feel like this one gets a bad rap. It's much maligned. And it's because... partially because...
You're going with the underdog.
Partially because of linguistics, actually.
Okay.
Partially because of linguistics.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because you can't talk to them, or they can't talk to us? Or?
Because it's known by 2 names. One name is very favored. One name is viewed as a pest. And they're both the same bird, biologically, which is the pigeon.
I see. So is that what you're going with?
Yeah, I'm going with the pigeon.
You're going with pigeon?
Because they're the underdog.
It's true.
But
they're pets for a long time.
Pigeons are also doves.
Oh,
they're the exact same.
But they're not white doves.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you don't go for the pigeon, you're racist.
Yeah, okay, you might have gotten me here. That's not fair.
The pigeon is just maligned based on nothing other than its appearance.
Yeah.
It's not white enough to be a dove. That is fair.
But in a way, it is like, I don't know, they're not like... I feel like to be racist towards something is to have hate for them. And I don't think people like hate regular pigeons.
No, people hate pigeons.
I think they just would prefer doves. Do people hate pigeons?
So you're like one of those like, separate but equal kind of guys.
Yeah, I'm one of those guys.
You're one of those guys.
That's what you're saying. No.
You're like, it's okay. We just want doves in this town. Pigeons can do whatever they want in their town.
I'm saying that they're not like... I don't think they'd be considered a nuisance by the general population in terms of how they act on a day-to-day basis.
If they just weren't everywhere.
Yeah, they're just like
there's just too many of them.
They're just the availability of them is like, well, they're not special because I see those all the time.
Right, and they never take care of themselves. They're always in the street.
Right. They're always just asking for bread and stuff.
Up the welfare roll.
Yeah. It takes old people to feed them all the time.
Exactly.
They're not going to get their own food.
That's
like, come on, you just pawn it off.
Okay, no, I see where you're coming from. I guess.
I'm not exactly saying that. You're saying that.
No, I feel like that's what you're saying.
I think you just said that.
No, I'm saying I'm trying to summarize what you're saying,
right,
in a way that the viewer would understand.
And I think that's hearsay,
which has these
and conjecture.
These darker complexion birds are just annoying.
No, there's just more of them.
There's too many of them.
I didn't say there's too many.
You want them to go to?
You said that there's too many.
You want them to go to their own town.
I said that they be fucking. And there be plenty of them.
So you're saying they have too many kids?
You were the only person saying too many. That I think the audience and the judge will side with me in the fact that I never said the words that you're saying.
We're going to court.
We are. We're going to bird court.
Bird court.
We need bird law.
We need bird law, dude. Of course. Wouldn't be the Bird Soup podcast if we didn't reference.
It would.
I'm getting Charlie Kelly.
We need to have the Birds of War on the podcast, dressed in the Birds of War attire.
Yeah. Well, dude, that's what the Birds of War 2. They were like, they were supposed to be pigeons.
Birds of War 2, like the sequel, or also
like that episode. What a great show! I love that show.
Yeah, they're not going to do their podcast again, which is sad, but.
They stopped?
Yeah.
Why? Because Ryan Reynolds is like completely ass blasting fucking Rob McElhenney.
I think they're ass blasting each other. To be honest.
Yeah. Well, no, I think Rob is the bottom.
Well, yeah. In that, I think going initially he was the bottom.
No, I think
he's the secret mastermind.
I think Ryan Reynolds. There was like a little bit of a Twitter drama about them.
R&R.
Yeah.
R and R's.
It does give me like abusive relationship vibes, dude. There's like a clip.
I think secretly
there's like
it's Blake
a clip
Lively's
of him
fault.
Of
it's
Rob.
Blake Lively that's pitting them against each other.
It's possible.
Blake Lively is like whispering in Ryan Reynolds' ear, like, "Hey, you're better than that guy."
Well, dude, because Rob McElhenney's actually hilarious and actually talented, and Ryan Reynolds is
a fun guy.
Yeah, he's a hack.
He's
a marketable.
That's what it is.
That's all it is.
He's a pretty boy.
He's not. Yeah,
he's hot as hell,
and he has a lot of money, and that's what he does. But there's literally a clip.
He is funny though.
There's a clip of like Rob getting interviewed like on like a panel.
Yeah.
With like Glenn Howerton right next to him, and like the second Ryan Reynolds comes up, dude, Glenn Howerton goes from like the smiley to like.
Yeah.
Like
right
because he's like I feel like.
So there's something in there. So
it's an unspoken tell that like Ryan Reynolds is like taking
so it's
Rob away from his like actual creativity.
Right. And
like,
it's more of a like, wouldn't it be fun to be friends with a famous person?
Exactly. It feels
rather
weird.
than just
it feels strange. That's so. I mean, like I'm like on that train.
I see.
Like, it's easy to hate Ryan Reynolds too.
I mean, he seems like he's got everything going for him.
Yeah. So fuck
and there's
him,
like,
dude.
No, but that's the thing is like there has to be like, I feel like especially with the Always Sunny crew, like they have like their humility because the show did not do well for so long,
right?
And they ingrain themselves as like, we are lucky to have this right now,
right?
It feels like Ryan Reynolds has had everything all the time. I mean, will say that
Glenn Howerton is also super talented.
I love that guy.
Rob, super talented.
Yeah.
Charlie, super talented.
Caitlin Olsen,
yeah, super talented.
Bird, the original Bird.
The original Bird. We got to get her on.
We do.
But like what I'm saying though is like they're all very talented. They're all of them are more talented than what Ryan Reynolds is. And I feel like Ryan Reynolds
But he's the
like,
face.
He's like a leech.
Yeah.
He's like a creative leech. He's like he's like the bankroll guy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, he's the one that like gets the project funded. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you have him on board? Like, okay, we'll give you money to make it.
100%.
Because he's like he's very much like a corporate comedian in the sense that like people that are detached from the regular person will find him funny and amusing because he's hot. And like they're extenuating like circumstances.
Right,
you know
there's almost no way that me and Ryan Reynolds can relate on any personal level.
No, I mean maybe
there's almost no way.
I don't know. He's not really in any spheres that I can think of.
No, that's what I'm saying. There's like no way. He's just like completely.
Yeah.
Because he's not like talented either. Like I wouldn't really like his art.
I think he's talented. I do think he's kind of funny. I would call him like my favorite like actor or like favorite person or whatever. But like I don't think
what has he been funny in?
He's as evil as you make him out to be.
I'm not saying he's evil. I'm saying he's like to reference the last episode. He's like an energy vampire.
Yeah, he's definitely vampire vibes.
Yes,
he's got like you got to invite him in your house.
Exactly.
Sort of vibe.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's bad.
Yeah.
I would almost.
You are saying he's bad though.
I'm saying he's inoffensive.
Yeah, but that's why I'm saying he's like marketable. Like
that's what I'm saying.
He's like funny to rich people.
He's like what vanilla.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Like there's no marker for him that I can
offensive
be.
in any way.
He's not like I can see why people like him.
Yeah.
He's
charming. He's very charming.
He's charming, but I don't like it.
I'm not falling for it.
You know what I mean?
I get what you're saying.
Like there are people who are charming who don't have all of the shit that he has going for him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Charlie Day.
Yeah. Super fucking charming, dude.
100%.
Charlie Day does seem very lucky.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. He seems like just a guy.
Yeah.
He just seems like some guy.
Well, like he also like there's like the story where he like was offered like a 6-figure job because he pretended, or he told that story somewhere.
I don't know.
Like he told it when he did like the graduation speech somewhere.
Oh, I think I saw that. Yeah.
And it's like, how do you luck into that?
How
do you even luck into an interview?
Yeah. Yeah, can you write that down for me?
Yeah,
like, can I use you as a reference?
What do you mean you got to pretend in an interview? How do you get an interview? At like
I've never heard of those.
That's like a weird.
I heard that people get those sometimes.
That's a little trip up in the story for me. Where it's like he got in the door at all.
Yeah.
Which is something that just doesn't happen.
And you just got to keep barging on it. That's really the thing.
I get that. I definitely get that.
You just got to keep showing up. As eventually, your cameras will turn off, and then you won't be able to do the thing you want to do, but you'll get there. So, my bird for Bird of the Week, because we didn't do that.
Okay.
I was going to go Falcon.
I
think Falcon's obviously hyper predator, fucking killer instinct. You got like the prestige of like people naming sports teams after you.
Are those really small ones, or are the small ones hawks?
I think hawks are smaller. I'm pulling that out of my ass, but my gut said that hawks are smaller. So feel free to comment.
We obey our own bird science here on the Bird Soup
I'm not going to look it up.
I'm not going to look it up. No.
No, I would never. But I think Falcons do have a little bit more going for them than the bird that you mentioned. I forgot which one it was already.
Pigeon.
Yeah.
I was trying to find it.
Yeah. No, falcons definitely.
That's
like,
how we got into the whole pigeons are birds of war thing.
No, but pigeons, I don't know. I mean, this isn't like a who would win in a fight sort of scenario, but in terms of like
I did get some messages on the Instagram that like thought it was like a fight.
Yeah, no, they're not fighting.
No, they're not fighting.
No. It's
more like a honestly though, why don't we just leave it like this?
Who would you rather be a president?
No, well, that's what we said initially, but I feel like, you know what? If you're going to vote, you pick whatever metric is most important to you when you're voting.
Okay, I see that.
If how you take the world is these two people have to be fighting, okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But I do think that is a smart, like we need to understand that first. Like to know like who are we voting for? What are we voting for?
It's who would win in a fight.
Yeah, because it's
because that's like how it used to be.
When you pit it against each other, then yes, that's what it seems. And also when you make the poster a boxing match,
which brings up a really good question, which is who would win in a fight, Donald Trump or Kamala Harris?
I think I would. Yeah, no, I'd bet on Kamala.
Yeah,
age is a fickle beast.
Well, yeah, because she is like past the age of like athleticism.
Yeah, but I think she has like
she's got 30 years.
She's got cop energy. She's
got big cop energy
because she was a cop, and that's like
she started as a cop. I thought she was a prosecutor.
I mean, that's a cop. That's pretty
persecutor, prosecutor. What's the difference? Am I right?
Prescription drugs.
That is not what it was.
Persecution
and prosecution, two different.
What is the difference?
Like persecution, I think is like connotated to be like
to pursue,
like extrajudicial. Like so, prosecution is like the judicial term.
So what's extrajudicial mean?
Like lynching.
Oh, that's not good.
Like persecuted people,
so
people who are like maligned.
Oh.
A prosecution is something that happens in a courthouse.
Yeah, they gotta define that line a little bit better. It's so easy to switch.
Too close, and honestly, prosecutors persecute a little too much.
It's true.
It gets confusing.
Yeah, we can't necessarily have the.
There's a little too many people in jail for weed right now.
Yeah,
and murder.
Too many people in jail for murder?
No, I mean that's a joke. Right?
I think that murder is bad, and that people
usually
should go to jail for it. But I think we should fix what jail is, because I don't think it fixes the murderous mind.
No.
You know what I mean? I think rehab...
So you're saying we should execute everybody who goes to jail?
No. I think we should put them on drugs. And then make them feel a little bit better.
Okay.
Change their frame of mind. I think we should do...
you go to jail for weed and you're like, hey man, you just gotta smoke a different.
Yeah, we switched the strain.
Just a strain, dude.
Yeah, no. I honestly, what if jail was like you got to do mushrooms in the woods for like a month, and then like when you come out, like if we can tell that you've made a difference in your life, like based on those, like that.
You have to do DMT.
Experience.
You're
mandated you gotta do DMT.
You're mandated to do DMT.
Yeah, and then it's like they'll come out of there a different person.
Yeah, it'll be way more annoying. That's for sure.
They come out of there.
Do ayahuasca, and that's all they can talk about. They come out of there,
immediately sign up for jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, right. Exactly. It'd just be super fucking annoying, and that's all they are.
Yeah,
it's really funny too, because it's like if you do DMT, it's like the exact same effects as if you become sober. Like it's just your whole personality.
What do you? Oh, yeah.
Like it's like this opposite ends of like the same spectrum. Where it's like, nah, man, I'm just like my mind has been revolutionized by ayahuasca.
Yeah, 100%.
They put a little fucking spit on it, like ayahuasca. You know, ayahuasca.
That's how the native people say it.
Yeah, and you're like,
because I'm real into native cultures.
You're like, that sounds fucking awful. And then somebody's like, yeah, dude, I'm sober. I haven't drank in 18 days. You're like, that sounds awful.
18 days. I could not imagine going 18
Jesus
days
Christ, dude.
Without any sort of inebriation.
Yeah, neither of them are fun to be around.
No. I mean, well, 18 days too is that like threshold where like they're probably still gonna suck. Like if they're getting off of every day.
Yeah, they got no other hobbies.
That's gonna blow. Like I wouldn't want to be around someone 18 days sober.
because that's all they're going to talk about.
Right.
That's all they do talk about.
Yeah. Well, but that's
same
the thing.
with DMT. It's like you can go 2 ways.
18 days after DMT, you're still
I don't want you
talking about
I don't want you to. I don't want you to be sitting there and just talking to me about DMT in the same way. Like anybody who's sitting there telling you like how to fix your shit.
Yeah.
Is annoying.
Yeah. I don't think that's a very hard stance to take.
No, it's not. But that's what. But I feel
anyone
like,
that just talks about themselves all the time and doesn't ask any questions.
But that is
that
is a lot of people who do drugs.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And that is a lot of people who are sober.
Mm-hmm. If you're sober, are you allowed to wear the weed huff socks with like the weed plants on them? You know what I'm saying? Or is that like stolen valor? You know what I'm saying?
Well, it depends on what you're sober from, I guess.
Oh, it's true.
Because you can be California sober.
Yeah, but that's not sober.
I agree. I agree. They're like, oh, I've been sober for 18.
What's like?
I've been sober for like fucking 2 years. And then they're just like, they literally can't. Like they cannot even exist in a social situation without weed, and then you're like, oh, but you're sober,
right?
You're like, yeah, no, I just really wanted to free my mind,
right.
I've been microdosing
alcohol's the devil.
Yeah, dude, alcohol is the devil.
Yeah,
I cannot have a conversation without eating psilocybin, but alcohol ruined my life.
Yeah, no, psilocybin just made me like have a bunch of fun, and then I was kind of depressed for a little bit, but I don't think that was involved.
Right,
the alcohol definitely made me depressed. That's
no, I mean it depends.
I mean it's that's what I thought about this a lot too.
I don't buy into that.
I'm just saying in terms of like
all mind altering substances can be abused.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But I'm saying like cutting them out and like just picking and choosing what you're doing. It's like that's fine.
Yeah.
But like don't act like you're like clear headed now.
No.
If you can't have a like you can't like go to the fucking like.
Well, I don't know if the sober people want to talk about drugs all the time because that would probably just make them want to do drugs.
No,
but I just definitely the California sober thing is like.
That's more what I'm talking about.
If you're just like Mississippi sober, is it just like I just do meth?
Yeah,
like I'm only doing meth,
right.
And that's it. And that's all I don't drink. I don't smoke weed because it's illegal, and that's bad. I'm Mississippi sober, dude. I get so much stuff done.
I feel like I tried to do that as a bit once or something.
That sounds about right.
Where it was like I tried to like think of different things, but I feel like that's kind of like that's probably been done a million times, like a hack.
I'm Chernobyl sober. I only do radiation.
Yeah, well, I'm Chernobyl sober. I'm dead.
Chernobyl sober is that's not a great way to go.
Chernobyl sober sounds cool though.
It does sound pretty cool.
Chernobyl just sounds sick.
Chernobyl has the most fun name for being the least fun thing that has ever happened.
Yeah. Well, also though, I do feel
Chernobyl sounds like an amusement park.
Chernobyl also just sounds like what it was.
Well, like I feel like Chernobyl, a catastrophe.
Yeah, no, Chernobyl feels like the perfect place for a nuclear meltdown.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like that name, like that is like the perfect summarization of like Eastern European vibes.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is like where it's gonna happen in the Eastern Bloc.
Yeah, it's like Sydney. Like you never hear of like a nuclear meltdown in like Sydney because like that sounds like a nice place with nice people and waves.
No, yeah, no, exactly. They don't have power there.
Sydney? They've never even heard of electricity. Pretty sure. Australia just runs off the grid, right? They just use wombats and stuff to power everything.
Yeah, dude. It's a kangaroo.
It's a kangaroo hopping on a wheel. That's all. That's how everything gets done over there.
Crikey.
Crocodiles.
That's what they say, crikey?
I think so.
Yeah, okay.
It's a crikey.
One of the most annoying accents.
What are you talking about? I strongly disagree.
Really?
Love an Australian accent. They have one of the most fun accents.
I feel like it's fun in a very specific context.
In what way?
Like the crocodile hunter.
Yeah, yeah.
His ruled.
Dude, his son is awesome.
His ruled. But the problem is for me, it's like if any of them try to, it would be like, how do I say this? It would be like.
I don't like where this is going.
No, yeah, I'm all right. We're gonna go a different direction. But it would be,
the Australian community.
No, it just feels like support. Of like the British.
The camera's not on, but I'm pointing to you.
The English dialect. It's like what to us would be like an Alabama accent.
You're talking about for Australians?
Yes.
Yeah, but that's like.
But do you know what I mean? Like I kind of see it like it's like I can't take it serious.
It's southern.
I can take it in like a very extreme way.
But would you rather like a posh English accent?
No, I don't like the English either.
I think that. So you're just like all those guys.
Yeah, they're speaking their own language in the worst way possible.
We're speaking their language. I think they would say.
Yeah, well, fuck them.
Yeah,
we won, bitch.
We did. Well, we won.
We fucking won, dude.
Well,
fucking
we didn't
1776. We kicked your asses out, dude. We kicked their asses out, dude. Fuck the British.
Yeah.
They would still be us if they could be, but they couldn't be. They couldn't fucking hack it.
It's true. We're
taller than them.
Yeah.
We're fucking cooler than them.
We're crazier than them. I think that's the biggest thing.
They're super pretentious.
Yeah.
Fucking pricks.
But that's what I'm like. I feel like British people can't really say dude, but Australian people can say dude.
Well,
and it makes sense.
Yeah.
It's like, I think that's definitely
I get it.
A big part of like
it just feels
your
like there's
chill
a certain
factor.
Context. So like I would say I would chill with an Australian.
They have chill voices.
But see, that's where I'm at too, where like I really like an Irish accent.
Yeah. Sometimes that can get a little much though.
That could be a lot.
Do you ever watch Dairy Girls?
Yes.
I love Dairy Girls. My girlfriend showed me Dairy Girls and it was so funny. But half the time do not understand what they're saying.
Right.
Or how they're speaking. And I think you might be a little bit biased on the Irish accent with your last name.
My heritage.
And your hair. Your hair in general, not your heritage.
Fair. No, yeah, I got
your complexion.
Well, and then also, you know, like but I just feel like
my name's fucking Connor.
The thing about the reason,
I'm an authority.
The reason that I like shitting on the British is because I feel like it's like the last bastion for Americans punching up.
Oh, 100%.
Because we just did what they did and we did it better.
Well, they passed the baton to us.
But if they could be us,
yeah,
they would still be us.
They were.
That's the thing. No, but do you get what I'm saying? Like, if they still could be the British Empire, they would be. But they lost. Like, they lost the title belt.
Right.
And now they're just whining about how long they were, champion.
Oh, right,
do you get what
I'm
saying?
Yeah.
Like, so, like, they're just annoying.
This is,
they're not that, like...
What is it, Sonny Liston?
Yeah, they're in Europe, but they're not, like, they're not that much more liberal than us.
No.
Not that I agree with American politics.
They're probably more conservative.
It's just I see through it.
I would assume.
And it's, like, not... It's just bullshit.
Well, and the monarchy
if they think they're better
itself.
Than us. They have a fucking monarchy.
I think it's the monarchy that's
they have, like some bullshit monarchy.
That's the problem.
Dude, you're the country that produced Piers Morgan.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be able to complain about any other country.
But we produced a lot of bad guys.
We produced a lot of bad guys. But we didn't produce Piers Morgan.
We produced Tucker Carlson. Which isn't necessarily any better.
No, that's rough.
It might be worse.
But he's not Piers Morgan.
I don't know if it's worse. They might be on the same level of like
the problem is, I don't think Piers Morgan is a grifter. I think Tucker Carlson's a grifter.
Yeah. So,
like,
do you think Piers Morgan actually believes everything he says?
I think Piers Morgan is exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm like, Tucker Carlson's a piece of shit.
He's like a fake piece of shit though, which is arguably worse.
No, that is talking about gray areas. Talking about fucking gray areas, dude.
It's like, would you rather be lied to directly to your face or
Piers Morgan is just so confusing, dude, because he like.
Yeah, what's up with that guy?
He's like, I don't understand who he likes and doesn't like. Like, he's very pro-gun control because he's British.
I'm going to try to turn the camera on.
But he hates, go ahead. But he hates, woke culture.
Right.
Which is, that is, one of, that's, a pet peeve for me almost, I feel like. Yeah. If, an old white dude talks too much about woke culture, it's, they're irrelevant. They don't understand.
Well, because they're the purveyors.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is everybody who bitches about being canceled, for some reason, I can still listen to them. For some reason. It's it obviously doesn't fucking work.
Yeah. 100%.
It's I know that you bitch about this shit, about being, edgy. You're not, first of all, Piers Morgan's not that fucking edgy.
No.
But I know
Ricky Gervais is more edgy than Piers Morgan.
Ricky Gervais is also just a pretentious fucking
Jesus
Christ. He's made some good stuff.
I would like him if he wasn't so full of himself.
Yeah.
That's, I think, the biggest thing.
He was on, a panel with, I don't like Jerry Seinfeld either.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
That panel where he was talking about how important, comedy is.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And it's dude, fuck.
It's the last bastion of free speech, dude.
Fuck off. Yeah, exactly.
Where can we speak our minds?
We make fun of those guys all the fucking time. We were making fun of him on Thursday because of that fucking dude.
Oh yeah, right.
That guy who fucking ruined the night. But we were like, yeah, dude, that he's like, man, you you don't want me to say like racial epithets, like free speech is dead.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, I don't know, man.
I mean, you're allowed to say whatever you want. We can kick you out.
Anybody who talks about like the sanctity of like comedy as an art form, is clearly like in too deep.
Oh, 100%.
Like in too deep.
Well,
like,
and it's like
I get it. I agree. It is an art form, but it's also like you got to try to like be funny.
Well, and I think that goes into like,
it's like it doesn't matter if it gets laughs, it gets laughs.
That's the thing, and then at the same time, it's like I feel the more that you hold yourself as like a truth sayer or like anything that would like put you above anyone else, like in terms of like you're. Like, I'm worth more than other people because I thought of these things and I said it out loud.
Right.
Like, that's instantly where it becomes unrelatable and you become kind of shitty. So it's like, like
it's like the
comedy is for technically for the working people to be like, hey, isn't this shit fucked up? I'm in the same boat as you.
But it's to laugh. It's like like the same as like you go to listen to music to like feel
relatable.
Something. It's like all art should like be filtered through the feeling that it evokes. The technical application of any art form doesn't really matter.
Yeah. But when you are making like millions of dollars doing
ironic,
it's kind of hard.
It's like ironic that I'm saying it in those terms. It's like douchey.
Because that does sound pretentious.
Because it does sound super pretentious. But that is what I think. And it's like if you apply that to comedy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like
I think so.
Where it's like, okay, well, what is comedy trying to evoke? It's trying to evoke laughs.
Yeah.
So it's like you can like fucking jerk yourself off all day about how smart you are, like you're Bill Maher, you're fucking Ricky Gervais.
Yeah,
like, you just be like,
not the best.
Like Mark Maron.
Yeah.
You know, I like Mark Maron, but like you know, he is one of those guys.
Oh
and, and it's like, dude, it's not that fucking deep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's tough because it's like. You do want to, like, because you're spending all this time and effort and doing things that are, like, what you think is, I guess, important in a way, or, like, what feels good to you to do something. And you are, like, making these people's nights or, you know, making ruining them.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you are, like, affecting a group of people. So I think that's kind of the whole power thing, where it's like if you have the power to do that and you are able to do that, then you can feel like you're separated from them.
Right.
But separating from them removes all of the relatability.
You can't relate anymore. Yeah, exactly. And, like you can never like comedians are like it's like
you're biting your own tail.
Yeah.
In a way.
Yeah. No, 100%. And it's like I agree. Where you see that with a lot of people who they're just terrible, and they're like, "Oh, that's just too fucking edgy for you."
Right.
It's like a crutch.
Yeah. And it's not necessarily fun or funny.
No.
Because it's like I don't know. At the end of the day, you're just trying to like it's I feel like with music is too the same sort of thing where it's like as soon as I realize. Or I notice that like whoever is singing or doing stuff is being pretentious or annoying, instantly I hear the music differently, and I'm like, I don't really like this as much because it's like I know this guy's an asshole.
Right.
So
it makes it difficult, I guess.
It's hard.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like you can cancel artists very easily in that way of like sexual misconduct allegations or like certain things where it's like. You hear them, and then you try to listen to the music again, and you're like, oh, this is going through a different filter.
Right.
That is not great.
Yeah.
But you know who doesn't? Who breaks that mold? Fucking Michael Jackson, dude. Michael Jackson's so good. It's crazy. Yeah. Because you tell me all those bad things, and then you play Michael Jackson. I still like it. It's still good. He's never charged? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
no, but I'm saying that there's still like a public opinion. That's what I mean.
I believe
it's like there's still public opinion and like stuff that like removes the.
For the same reason, I believe the Bill Cosby accusers.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, then his whole thing is flipped upside down too. But I wasn't really a big Bill Cosby fan beforehand.
I feel like he's just not aged well.
No.
I don't really like clean comment. Like
that's the Jerry Seinfeld thing.
Jerry Seinfeld is also like, dude. Well, Jerry Seinfeld.
He's insane.
I feel like we might have talked about this already. I don't know, but where it was like, he's like, I miss real men.
Yeah.
I was like, what do you mean, dude?
Real men?
I didn't know you were gay. B. But
he's a B. He is a B.
No, I'm saying like, oh, A, I didn't know you were gay. B, what the fuck are you talking about, dude?
Yeah. No, but he is a B in the B movie.
About
is what
fucking
I'm saying.
Airplane food.
Yeah, airplane
shit.
food and
like just the worst.
he made a Pop-Tart movie,
well,
dude.
I heard too. I heard from Mike.
Shout out.
Shout out, Mike, friend of the show. That there's like this like conspiracy theory around Seinfeld, which is that Larry David knew that Seinfeld was like a hack comedian.
Yeah.
And so like
he's like making fun.
So
of
he's
him?
like making fun of Seinfeld like in writing it.
Wow, that is funny. Because that is definitely like, I mean the Costanza like foil to him being an actual comedian like in the show.
Right.
Is definitely.
And I mean Larry David is still, he's pretty pretentious too.
Yeah.
It's like that whole crowd.
Larry David's sick though. I love Larry David.
Curb
awesome.
was fucking hilarious.
Because you have, so perfect example of like becoming super successful and like having all this importance and like prestige, but at the same time like you're mad that like someone took your parking spot, and then it's just like, I fucking been there. Like it's one of those things where he remained relatable throughout his career
because he's just a grumpy dude.
Because he's just and like I'm grumpy.
Everybody gets grumpy.
I get grumps. I get grumps sometimes.
I try not to.
I get grumpy when the camera turns off again
the
after
turn off.
Do
you want to try to fix it again?
No.
Because I kind of have to go to the bathroom if you want to do that.
Okay.
Or if you can hold down the air for like 2 seconds.
I mean, yeah. It's 41 minutes.
We could put in another 20, 25.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. We'll see where the riffs go.
Yeah. Come back with something fun.
Yeah, I'll think about it in there. I'm just going for the next 45 minutes.
Yeah.
You pack up and leave like, yo, I got something.
I bet he's taking a poop. I bet it's a poop job. It's an inside poop job, everybody. Yeah, but I don't know. This conversation isn't necessarily the funniest conversation, but I feel like it's a bit insightful, a bit cool to see behind the curtain, a bit of how people that think they're funny's brains are. But it is very also difficult to do that when your equipment keeps shitting out on you and you can't get your hard-earned thoughts out to the people. See, that's the real issue, is that when your equipment turns you into a person just talking to yourself in your house and just for a couple hours and then nothing comes out of it. If I'm going to talk to myself, I better get something. I better have some people listening at some point down the road, because this is a snapshot of today. This is who I am. This is what my mind is doing at this very moment. And it's important to keep that on record, because we only got one life, everybody. We're only here to hang out.
Dude,
pretty much.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I really feel like a third guy would be great to have
for bathroom breaks.
So like somebody could go to the bathroom, especially when we're doing a double episode.
Yeah,
it's like I'm drinking this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
I want to I want to have the ability to get up and go to the bathroom. You know?
Mm-hmm. I got strong pee right now.
I did have a topic that I wanted to bitch about a little bit though.
Go for it.
Which is I don't know if you've seen this yet. And we've brought him up on the show before, but they're doing an Anthony Bourdain biopic.
Oh, I did hear about that.
God, dude, it makes me want to. Why do you need to do a biopic for somebody who's like, their whole character has been like exuded by himself, with his own very unique voice, and like he's like, just on camera everywhere. Who's going to, dude? And they cast the guy from Holdovers, great actor, Dominic Sissona. Great actor, and he looks the part. Yeah, great movie.
I heard it was good.
Fucking awesome.
Yeah,
and they cast him in it though.
Shout out
and
Paul Giamatti.
Dude, I don't want to have to hate Dominic Sissona, but if he does it badly, and I don't think I think that they've obviously done biopics about people, and people have been like, oh, that's amazing.
Yeah,
like Rami Malek with what's his name?
Freddie Mercury. You didn't remember Freddie Mercury?
It just slipped my mind for a second. I knew it was. I
heard that movie was not good though.
Movie, but the performance was good.
I would imagine. Yeah, I don't think he was the one that dropped that ball.
And it's like, dude, I don't want to see Anthony Bourdain's life through anybody's eyes but Anthony Bourdain.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that's the whole reason he wrote
Another
books.
thing that's fucking weird is that they're doing a Bob Dylan biopic before he's even fucking dead.
I know, right?
That's fucking weird.
Yeah, he's like, well, they did that with Elton John. Elton John's pretty much there.
I forgot about that one.
That movie was honestly decent.
I think that guy's pretty good. The guy who played him.
Yeah,
like
was
like
that
the Kingsman or
Taron
whatever?
Egerton?
Yeah, Taron Egerton.
Yeah.
I forget how you say it. But
That's a fun family.
Yeah, I mean that one looked a lot better than like the Elvis biopic.
Yeah, the Elvis dude. You remember? I walked out of the Elvis biopic.
Yeah, you never.
That was so
dude, that
bad.
was really funny to me. Too.
I like every movie
because like
that movie
that's
was
what I was
bad.
saying. We talked about that when that happened like 4 years ago or 5 years ago or whatever. Where it's like I'm like a hater. Like I will pick shit apart just because I'm a hater. But you like everything you see.
100%.
Almost because you see it.
Well, I try to find the things I like.
If you go to a movie theater and see something, you're gonna probably like it.
Yeah.
And then you told me you walked out of Elvis, and I was like, dude, there's no way. Like, I just knew at that point.
I was confused.
Like, I'm never gonna see it because if you're walking out of it, I know it must be terrible.
It's bad. It's like because it's I don't know. It wasn't like it was the worst like produced movie ever. Like obviously like the performances were fine. And like the problem was everything was fine and the pacing was so like, oh, we need to make this a 2.5 hour movie. And
was it that long?
It was like probably 2 hours, 2.5 hours, somewhere in there.
Jesus Christ.
And I was like, I don't want to watch this anymore. It was one of those things where it's like, obviously it's easy to click away from a YouTube video, but if it takes me to get up and move to leave, like that should tell you a lot, honestly.
Well, my thing with biopics too is like
a lot of redeeming quality.
They're usually not very compelling unless they change basically everything.
What do you mean?
Like the story is almost never true.
Oh, like change the story. Yeah.
So like for me, it's like, okay, if you got to change everything about the story, why not just write a fucking original movie?
Do you know what the best biopic of all time is?
I'm sure you'll tell me.
Forrest Gump.
That's not a biopic.
Yes, it is. What? He's a real guy.
It's a fictional novel.
Nah, dude, he's a real man.
You think he's real?
I think the government's trying to cover up Forrest Gump.
Oh, see,
because he was too much of a Renaissance man. He was too good.
I thought it was a real novel.
It probably is.
A fictional novel with like aliens in it and shit.
Is there aliens in it?
The novel apparently has like aliens in it.
What?
I've never read it.
Does Jenny still get AIDS?
Yeah,
probably. That seems like a big plot point they wouldn't take out.
Dude, I feel like that one.
Or do you think Hollywood put that in? Like, give her AIDS. I like this love interest too much. We need to have her sleep around and get AIDS.
I feel like that one is. That movie is really strange when you think about it.
It's a biopic based on someone that is not real.
Right.
Like, that's fully.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a good movie.
What are we doing?
But, like, is Jenny a redeeming character?
Never.
No, she's bad.
Jenny sucks.
Yeah, like, does anybody think she's redeemable?
Yeah. Well, I think the point of the movie is to be like, well, at least she gave him a kid and.
But, like, can Forrest Gump, like, consent? That's like kind of what I'm thinking
about.
Well,
that was Your Mom's House talked about that for a little bit. There was like, they were on like a whole, Jenny is kind of a rapist in a way.
But no. Well, I mean, I don't know if that's true though.
Well, the consent thing would be, that.
But we have to figure out like what, if he can join the military though, surely he can fuck.
It's true. I think the bar for joining the military is like, can you fuck?
Yeah, right.
Then get in here and fight for your country.
Right. Well, we
only want people that can fuck to fight for this country. No old people. No,
we want people
young
who
people.
Either can fuck well or can't fuck at all. You either have to be pure alpha or just pent up.
Not allowed to fuck?
Not able to land.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
We either want pure alphas,
yes,
or like incel dudes.
Right. Because
that's basically
the pent up fucking.
That is essentially what Full Metal Jacket's about.
That is a good point.
That's essentially what it is, and
it's a good fucking movie.
Fucking amazing movie.
Oh my god,
dude, the dichotomy of man, dude. The dichotomy of incel and alpha. That's they're the duality of man, but same difference.
Because if you're fucking a bunch, you probably don't want to sign up to be in the military.
Dude, why would you want to go to war?
Yeah, there's no way. If you're fucking all the time,
you're fucking all the time.
It takes a draft to get those guys.
It really does. He's like, why would I sign up for war?
I have it pretty good right now.
Yeah, and you could have everything else be bad, but if you're getting laid,
right,
it's fine.
I mean, and yeah,
like literally, like you can like. I'm not even. You know what I mean, though.
From experience.
No, yeah, like you. Everything could be going wrong.
Yeah, no, 100%. Because it's a tricky. It's a tricky, like, you have to find something to live for.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and if it's not to...
You could be banging somebody that you hate and is terrible for you, but you're at least getting laid. That keeps the gun out of your mouth.
And that it keeps the gun out of your mouth, keeps the gun out of your hands, pointing at other people.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, my God.
So, like, I feel like maybe we haven't had, like...
So get teenagers to fuck 2024. Yeah. This is our stance on, like, how to create world peace. Oh. Get teenagers to fuck other teenagers.
Okay.
But not like over 18, don't fuck under 18.
Yeah.
Like stay within your
your age bracket. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I would like them to be fucking. Just in general. A nice fucking. Everyone enjoys it. A good time fucking.
Yeah, you think you want to watch? What
that should do that? No, I'm saying that we need to.
What the fuck are you saying?
That's my platform in terms of solving world issues. Is get all the teenagers laid. If
everybody's getting laid, there'd be no war.
Right. Yes. Make love, not war. That's where that is from.
Oh god, that is like free love. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Is that what that was?
Honestly,
about?
we're back to Jenny.
This is Jenny back to Jenny. Yeah.
Is that Jenny couldn't have gone to war?
That's why the government introduced AIDS.
Yes, that is
because they wanted people to go to war.
Yeah. And then as a direct result of the 70s, because people were fucking so much in the 70s.
Yeah. Well, they didn't
and gay people.
Yeah.
That was an issue for them.
Yeah.
Not for me. I love
them. They
definitely
just ignored it.
What? AIDS?
Like Reagan just ignored it.
Gay people?
Yeah. The AIDS epidemic.
Well, he was like, you know what? There's worse things going on. And that's so bad.
That's fucking crazy.
Oh, my God. Yeah, our political landscape has not been the most caring group the past couple of years.
No.
Honestly, the past ever. I don't think there's ever been like a president that's like, maybe Jimmy Carter. Jimmy Carter seemed compassionate in a way. FDR. He's fucking in that wheelchair, though. It is
interesting, though, to think
He was for sure fucking in that wheelchair.
They were super racist.
Yeah.
But economically speaking, they're pretty left.
What?
Post-depression.
Oh, yeah. Well, because they had to be. Because everyone was like...
Right. Well, but that's the fucked up thing.
Like, when your country's at the brink of collapse.
That's the fucked up thing about people is that until it directly affects you...
Oh, yeah.
It's like most people are not empathetic.
Yeah. Well, you don't need to be.
Right. Well, but I'm saying...
Because you're affecting my bottom.
You're like, oh, just get a job.
Yeah.
Or whatever. If you have a job. It's easy to say if you have a job.
Yeah.
If you're not broke, it's easy to say, oh, just find, get a house, whatever. Right. It's easy to say it, like,
Yeah. It's like, I did it 40 years ago.
But then why
are you doing it now?
It reaches whatever it was in the Depression, like the unemployment and the can't buy food, can't do it, the collapse of the system.
Right.
And then the answer to that system was, like, probably
why don't we share the wealth?
Most economically left American politics has ever been.
Oh, yeah. And then immediately after that, they were like, why the fuck did we do that? Right. Go back to the beginning.
Well, Reagan undid everything.
Yeah,
Reagan
100%.
just made everything terrible.
Yeah, but then Bill Clinton played the saxophone, and then everything was fine. That's what happened.
That's so funny, too.
All you got to do is go on a predominantly black talk show and play the saxophone in some cool sunglasses, and then you
play the saxophone, nobody cares about the crime bill.
No, not at all.
That you're passing.
Nope.
That's way worse.
No one's going to think about all those people you threw in jail if you're fucking jamming out.
Because he's groovy.
Dude, and you cannot deny a sexy sax lick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, but that's really weird to say about Bill Clinton.
I understand that.
He probably dropped that line on Epstein Island.
What, the saxophone thing?
You can't deny a sexy sack lick.
Yeah, a sack lick. Yeah, a sexy sack lick.
Yeah, well, whatever.
He probably got a couple of those.
I got at least one.
Do you think she was into balls? Do you think Monica Lewinsky was like going for it, or was it just like all right, let's get this over with?
I don't know, dude. I don't know, man.
Because it's like, if it is the president, I mean, you got to show out. You know what I'm saying? You got to like prove your skills as a
patriot.
That is the most like. Yeah, you're at the like highest level.
The Star Spangled Banner starts playing.
In the middle of sucking dicks. That's not a Star Spangled Banner, but you get what I mean. The presidential, like when he walks in the room, you hear that. Oh, and then you get triggered every time you hear it because you start thinking about all those dicks you sucked. Well, at least the one. The one. Hey, that can't have happened just one time, right? That had to have been like they did. You don't. Okay, so it's like the thing of like when you get caught like drunk driving or whatever. It's like they have drunk driven so many different times in the past that like the one time you get caught is like, oh shit. So it's like she had to have sucked his dick like a bunch of times. And then like that one time, like someone walked in and it was like a big story.
Honestly, I'm not really familiar with how she got caught.
I don't know either. I just know it came out.
How they got caught. I don't know. Like I don't really know what I know it was a big deal.
Someone must have walked in. That had.
It's like way before that happened maybe before I was born.
Yeah, it was like right before you were born. I think that was like early 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't really know. I wasn't really up on that.
No, but I'm just saying like by the laws of like assumption, you know, like it's like
my thing with that though is like would it have been her though? Or was he just getting it from everybody?
Oh, so it was like a round table, like.
Do you get what I'm saying, though? Like he just well, I mean, he was on Epstein Island,
right? Oh, so it's.
I'm just saying he probably.
So honestly, he should be glad that she was the one.
Yeah, he was a whore.
Yeah. Bill fucked
because she was of age.
Yeah. Well,
and
that's so.
So
that's his cover. That was his cover.
Right.
He's like, I'll get caught with this woman, so that no one reads into all the other.
Yeah, that's fucking.
The other even worse ones.
So fucked.
That is absolutely like pathologically insane.
Yeah.
But whatever. I mean, we lived through it. We got here. Human beings have made it this far, at least. So, not too bad.
It's just crazy. I remember, like, dude, literally Thursday. Yeah. We were talking about Thursday earlier on the Lost episode now. Yeah. But like, Monica Lewinsky came up for that too because Kramer was like lecturing
to the open mic to Good Bar open mic. Monica Lewinsky came up.
Kramer was lecturing me about Monica Lewinsky, and he was like, "Oh, do you know who Monica Lewinsky is?"
Yeah, perfect Kramer impression.
For people who don't know, he talks like that. But he's an eccentric guy. For those who don't know. Just an open mic.
I will say his set a week ago, like the week before.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Actually funny.
And then also the guy who we ended on made Kramer look great.
Oh, 100%.
We're going to have to censor the name.
Yeah.
I don't want to like call people out like
off of him.
People will know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, whatever. He's not going to listen.
I feel bad about doing that. He's not going to listen, but I feel bad. But I'm just saying he came up to me, he's like, "Do you know who Monica Lewinsky is?" And I'm like,
you didn't have to do his voice.
Yeah, I know who Monica Lewinsky is. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I underestimated you, Brody. And I was like, what does that mean, dude? You underestimated me.
Yeah.
But then he was like,
he didn't think you were very politically
do you
savvy.
know that on Jeffrey Epstein's island, that they had a picture of Bill Clinton wearing Monica Lewinsky's dress?
Oh yeah. No, and then see that's the thing. He's not even getting his facts straight.
No,
it's there. I don't think
he came on the dress.
No. Yes, but also
that's facts. We deal in facts.
No, but that was Oh no!
It's okay.
We don't have video going, so no one can see what just happened.
It doesn't matter.
The whole dress, him in a dress thing was at his house. At Jeffrey Epstein's. No, at Jeffrey Epstein's house.
No, but not Oscar de la Hoya's house. There's a picture of Oscar de la Hoya in like a dress.
Well, it's Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton is in a dress in Epstein's house. That was like it was like a painting. It was at his like New York City house. It is true.
I thought he had just made it up.
No. There's for sure Bill Clinton in a dress being like painted. That's like crazy. Someone painted that. Well, it was took a picture or whatever. But yeah.
Well, actually, so you're just verifying. I mean, okay.
But he just didn't get 100% right because it wasn't on the island. It was on U.S. soil at his apartment, and it was like verified by like because they did. I think he did some sort of like one of those like see in the house of blah blah blah. Like like those GQ or Vanity Fair videos.
He was on Cribs.
Yeah, he was on MTV Cribs.
Jeffrey
Epstein's MTV Cribs. Yeah. It would around that time would have been when he would have done it.
Oh God, that'd be so funny. Yo, what's up, dude? This is my massage parlor.
This is my basement. We don't need to go down there.
Hey,
That's actually where the magic happens.
Dude,
so you don't need to see.
Call this the presidential suite.
In the fridge is just a bunch of like applesauce and like kids stuff. Dark.
You got Lunchables in the fridge.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, Hot Pockets.
Yeah, dude.
He's like, those aren't for me. Never mind. Let's take you over here. Oh, that's bad.
Jeffrey Epstein was just super into fucking Legos and fruit roll-ups for some reason.
It's like I like to connect with my youth.
Yeah. Right next to Bill Clinton's blackmail poster, you see an immense collection of Legos.
And they do like the transition, like the crazy MTV filming.
Yeah.
Oh my God. What is this episode? What are we even doing?
This is pretty funny.
I think it's funny. We're at an hour.
You can keep rolling.
Yeah, I'm down.
I'm okay to keep vibing with it.
So if you ran into an Epstein or a Ghislaine Maxwell and they were like I don't know, do you think they gave people money to do that, or was it just like, hey, do you want to ride?
I think people gave them money to do it.
Oh, like to be able to.
They were like feeling a need, or
associate with them.
A need is the wrong way to put it, but they were feeling like I feel like there is an element of like power.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, that's what most of it was.
Yeah, where you're like, you can get away with it, so you do it.
Yeah, and that's like, it's like, where's that like little kid like. I took money from like whatever drawer that my parents keep it in, sort of thing, and like I don't want them to find that. Like it's like a secret, like
right?
Because like they've reached the point where they can't, like there's nothing scandalous enough to give them that like little rush of like whatever taking the candy from the store, sort of thing. But it's like the utmost like line of that.
Yeah,
is like
I mean, you're taking it very far. Yeah,
yeah.
You're like stealing out of the cookie jar.
Right.
If you take that to its logical extreme, you become a serial pedophile.
Fully pedophile.
Taking out.
It's like I'm just doing it because they told me not to.
Right.
Which isn't good. I don't think that's good, and I don't think people should do that.
You're just a contrary.
Hard stance right now. I think we're against pedophilia.
Yeah.
Bird Soup, staunchly against pedophilia.
Of course. What are you talking about?
I'm just saying, if anyone was wondering, we have to cover our bases.
Why do we have to cover our bases, Connor?
I'm just saying we have to cover our bases because it's once we become big and successful, then people are going to wonder.
Right.
And then they're going to look back at this
from
episode.
the rap, from the beginning.
Yeah. They're going to be like, wow, these guys actually did disavow pedophilia.
Right. Oh, right. Yeah.
It's, right away.
That is also so insane to me. It's like, oh, you don't disapprove actively of the genocide. It's
yeah.
That kind of goes without saying.
It's like, I disapprove of any genocide.
Yeah.
I disapprove of
someone
I wouldn't stealing say it like from
that.
someone else.
I wouldn't say it like that.
You don't disapprove of every genocide?
No, I do. But if somebody was like, hey, do you disapprove of this one? So like if somebody's like, oh, do you disapprove of the Holocaust? And you're like, well, I disapprove of every genocide. You know what I mean? You're like that. You roll. Like you could just say yes.
Yeah.
You just say yes. I disapprove of the Holocaust. Yes, I disapprove of the genocide of the Palestinians.
Right.
That is what I disapprove of.
I agree.
If somebody's like, hey, do you disapprove? Do you get what I mean?
Yes, but I think in terms of not having to answer the question many times over.
But it's like if somebody's like,
just do a blanket term of like whichever one you're gonna say. Yes, I also disapprove of that one.
If somebody's like, oh, hey, do you disavow rape? And then you're like, well, I disavow all crime. You're like, whoa, that's a weird response.
No,
that's a fucking weird response.
That's the difference.
But I'm saying like that's you're rolling it back. If you're like you're peeling out like one abstraction, right?
No,
so you're going from like, do you disavow the Holocaust? And you're like, well, I disavow all genocides.
Yeah,
you're peeling it back by one level. Yes, that is what that response is fucked up.
What do you mean?
No, to me, it's fucked. Like I wouldn't phrase it that way.
Oh, so then you could be right.
No, it's just like you're signaling it. Like you're signaling a certain thing.
I don't know.
I'm not saying you.
I don't know what you mean.
I'm saying like so like if somebody's like, oh, Black Lives Matter, and you go, oh, well, technically all lives matter.
Well, yeah.
Like, that is what I'm talking about. Like, that is like, you're missing the point.
Yes. But I think on the whole, like, if we're talking about Black Lives Matter versus all lives matter, I think not all lives are being marginalized in this sort of scenario.
Right.
So,
exactly. And the Holocaust happened 60 years ago.
Right.
There's a genocide, or there's several genocides going on right now.
That's what I mean.
But I'm saying.
I
don't know, but there's one very public.
And
then so if you have to like abstract yourself from it and talk about something else, then you're not really engaging with the issue.
I'm not talking about something else. I'm talking about the thing that's happening.
But
in terms of a blanket statement for all of the things like it that are happening.
No, but I'm saying what you should just say.
I'm saying that you made the point with like the Black Lives Matter, all lives matter. You're like saying like, okay, so George Floyd's life matters. I agree with that, but I agree that all Black lives matter.
That is true.
That is what I'm saying.
Okay, no, that's fair.
And
I get what you're saying.
I'm not saying that.
I'm not talking about the way that you were talking about. I'm talking about the way that people talk about it.
Oh, for sure.
Do you know what I mean? Where like people are like, "Well, I disavow all genocide."
No,
it's like,
100%.
why are you not just saying yes?
Yes.
Like this is a genocide.
No, I agree.
Why don't you just disavow that?
We disavowed war last episode.
We do official bird soup position.
Official bird soup against war, anti-pedophilia.
What was the thing that we were against in the last episode? What was that?
I'm gonna just go ahead and say hate crimes. Hate crimes are bad. Don't like those.
No, okay. What was? I'm dying to remember. What
I forgot what it was. Every time we record a podcast, immediately I forget everything we just talked about.
We literally have been rolling for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. What was that?
I don't remember.
What was that?
Something about birds, probably. Do you think?
I don't know. We'll have to listen back and find out. Like edit it in really sloppily,
pigeons,
just so everybody knows.
Pigeons
that we're against
and doves.
Yeah,
was it something with that?
Something with that. Yeah, racism, maybe. I don't know.
Disavow racism. We're not a fan of that either. Yeah. This whole podcast is just like a mind experiment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're just like we're wading through these waters.
Well, it kind of reminds me, dude. Like last week, I was really giggly because like you pushed it an hour.
Yeah.
But I like started drinking to like to loosen up.
Yeah.
And then you push it like an hour and a half, and I'm like, I'm not gonna stop drinking. So I was just getting a little loose with it. And it's like, I feel like that's what this is, where it's like, I'm drinking I drink to loosen up, and then I'm having a drink in between the lost episode and like that, and then the episode ends. I'm like, all right, I'm having another drink.
Well, we might as well.
I'm like, yeah,
if we're
already at it, and it makes the episodes better.
I will say so. At least for now.
To loosen up a little, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. In 20 years, it might be an issue. Yeah, who the fuck cares, dude?
Might have to be one of those annoying sober people.
Yeah, goddamn. They're very annoying. We talked about that last time.
Or we die early. We could die early.
Oh, we did have a good riff on the...
Yeah. It's in there somewhere.
Like humanity as the 27...
Yeah. No, there's a bit in that, for sure. It's like human society as a whole should be here for a good time, not a long time, because of the...
Which is really respectable in some sense.
Yeah.
Like we are like a very young species.
Yeah, we're only 100,000 years old.
Yeah, and we fucked the whole thing up, dude.
Oh, dude, really fast.
We fucked the whole game up, dude. We changed the game.
It was pretty fun.
Got in, changed it, fucking pieced out, dude. Blaze of glory.
Dude, they'll remember our best, you know? Actually, probably not.
Nobody's going to remember anything.
They'll remember the worst people that exist.
We're the only ones who remember us.
That's true. No, so once Dolphins could remember. Could Dolphins?
I don't think Dolphins will be super appreciative.
I think Dolphins would be the next man up if
in terms of
human society did collapse.
So you're not down on like the chimp train?
No, I just don't think chimps are there yet. I think dolphins they're waiting. They're waiting for us to kill each other so that they can inhabit land.
To think about too, because like dolphins have like the same brain size as us.
Yeah, they're smart.
They're very smart, but like the thing about it,
and they hit balls in the air sometimes.
Oh, I thought you were saying they have balls. I'm like, well, yeah, they're mammals.
They might have balls.
They do,
dude. Oh, a dolphin sack.
They have dolphins.
I can only imagine what that is like.
Yeah,
in the water too.
But what I'm saying is,
dude,
is there is like
I've never thought of a dolphin's penis in my life. Isn't that insane?
Then you have, dude.
And that's new things every day.
Jesus.
Vaginas, I would imagine dolphins all have vaginas.
So you've thought about dolphins. So you're straight.
Yeah.
You're just into dolphins.
I mean the mammals. Specifically the humankind.
Right. But, you're flexible.
Hey, fucking's fucking, you know what I mean? It's like...
Jesus.
Oh, my God.
Oh, dude. Well, anyways. I was saying that I had this conversation once with somebody where I was like, when you think about it, it's like we evolved on land, right? Mm-hmm. So like we evolved to like speech patterns and stuff because it was like a necessity.
Yeah.
But it's like dolphins are like, they evolved.
Dude, they got echolocation.
But that's what I'm saying. They evolved to maximize like their environment.
Yeah.
So like they could very well just be as smart as us. They just don't have language to.
But also, why are they in the water?
Well,
that's the question.
Why didn't they get out if they're making it?
No, I think because it's us. Because they're smart enough to realize that we would fuck them up if we were.
Also they
were not in the water.
Because we would make them pay bills.
Oh right. Dude, dolphin tax.
Exactly.
They gotta give them
not even the dolphin tax. Just fucking, they gotta pay rent. Just rent. They don't gotta pay rent in the ocean, dude. They're fucking chilling in the ocean.
Well, neither do animals that are in the wild. They don't pay rent. They just live in a tree.
Yeah,
and just fuck around.
Like, dolphins are intelligent.
Oh, right. So the only intelligent species are paying rent. I think that's pretty unintelligent if you ask me. Instead of buying homes, smarter to own than to rent.
In general, yeah.
Which is
depends
why,
on the market.
So
that you don't want to get like a mortgage at like a bad interest rate.
It's true, but in terms of that logic, I think dolphins would become the landlords, and I think we would be adversaries.
But they
more
don't
with
own
them.
the ocean. They just don't have the concepts of property.
No, I'm saying if they got onto land and started to live
first
in
of
our
all,
world,
if they started to get onto land and become civilized,
a land dolphin,
100% humanity would kill them instantly.
Yeah, like if they were trying to take over our stees. Yeah, like because we're like the we're the top dog in this place.
We're not fucking with any other.
No,
we're not looking for competition.
That would be very interesting.
Like probably the first thing that crosses the mind of every like leader in a country. Mm-hmm. If like aliens showed up,
he's like we would fuck those aliens up,
kill them. Like that is like probably like an 80% chance those aliens just get brutally murdered.
Yeah. But I mean that we would have
for
to
being different.
Well, it's competition.
That's what I'm saying.
At the end of the day, it is like we are.
Like if an alien crash landed, like America might experiment on, but if they crash landed in Cambodia,
an alien? Wait,
I'm saying like a UFO crash lands in Cambodia or something.
But America,
like what is a smaller government going to be able to, like, we can't keep them. We can't keep them alive. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, they would be more attracted to the smaller governments because it's not as, like, that would be, like, a lower level fight.
No, I'm saying if it was, like, an accident. Like, they just roll up or, like, they're in, like,
like Madagascar?
Yeah. They just show up. Crash land on Madagascar.
Yeah.
Like, well, that might be funny, too. It's like a bunch of grays crash land in, like...
Yeah. With all the lemurs?
Sub-Saharan Africa and just get fucking... So the only aliens have just gotten devoured by lions. Like
that's very
there's
possible.
Been alien contact.
It's very possible.
And it's just like they just got fucking fucked up.
Yeah, dude.
Like their technology failed and like they're just so like antithetical to like any sort of athletic endeavor.
Right.
They're just the easiest prey ever.
Because they're all brain matter.
Oh, they just got like tossed around between two fucking gorillas.
Yeah, a cheetah would not stop to like analyze what this foreign entity is. It would just fuck it up.
And in some ways, they're more enlightened, I guess, in that way.
Yeah. It's like, well, and that's the thing is like, why do we need to know?
Yeah,
like I think that is a very human problem of like, it feels like we always have to know more.
Yeah.
The cheetah's just like, the cat.
Yeah, can I eat it?
Curiosity killed the aliens.
The cat killed the aliens.
Because of curiosity.
In this hypothetical situation, it is the cat that does the killing.
Wasn't it Curiosity also like a space program of some kind?
Sure. I have fucking no idea.
It just feels like that would be like the name of like an Apollo.
But I look like Neil deGrasse Tyson, dude.
I don't know. You do not look anything like Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Okay, then why are you asking me about space?
Because he's not the only guy that knows about that.
Wait, what do you mean?
He is one man.
I thought he invented space.
He invented being annoying about space.
I think you're right about that.
Ultimately, it's and there's a.
Didn't he like destroy Pluto or something?
He was on the anti-Pluto council. That is for sure.
Yeah, he blew it up.
I think
he Death Starred Pluto.
He Death Starred Pluto for sure.
Tyson has a Death Star.
Neil deGrasse Tyson, little did we know, is Darth Vader. This whole time he is James Earl Jones playing Darth Vader.
Be racist.
I'm not saying that it would be fun, dude. Darth Vader with the voice of Neil deGrasse Tyson would be hilarious.
Yeah, he's like, well, you want to know something great about the Death Star? I can't do a Neil deGrasse Tyson, but it just
millions and millions
of years ago, I had a little tidbit.
That's more Carl Sagan, I think.
But he's just tidbits.
He is a bunch of tidbits. He's a man of tidbits.
He's just tidbits. That's all he is.
Yeah. Tidbits and trying to stay hip with the kids.
Yeah.
He really wants to be relevant. That is the thing.
That is so true.
It's scary. But like...
That science is like that.
I still like Bill Nye, though. I feel like Bill Nye's not even a doctor or a scientist. I think he's just cool.
He's just a normal dude.
He learned about it and then talked about it. He's a TV show host.
He's a science guy.
Yeah, he's a science guy.
Yeah.
I love that that is the funniest part about that being like a large part of so many kids' childhoods, where it's like the guy that taught them about so many different facets of the universe and how things work and what's going on here and what's going on there. Just some guy. Just some science guy, like not a doctor, not accredited in any way. He just had a lab coat and a TV show, and everyone was like, "No, he's right. No, he's right."
You put it on your resume.
It's like I watched so much Bill Nye.
Bill Nye, the science guy, dude. I
basically know everything.
Yeah.
And I don't need a degree anymore because Bill taught me everything, and he doesn't have a degree, so why would I get one?
Right. And that's all you had to do to work
in
the Manhattan Project.
Albert Einstein, was he a science guy? Or was he was a scientist?
Yeah, not a science guy.
No.
Which is way lamer.
It is a little... Well, I don't know about way lamer. I think to be a science guy is almost more impressive than to be a scientist.
No, I'm saying scientist is lamer.
Oh, right.
I'm saying...
To be just a guy.
I'm saying Bill Nye is cooler than Albert Einstein.
Correct. But I do think Albert Einstein has more like... I don't know. He had charisma. He had that one picture where he's sticking his tongue out, and everyone was like, "Oh, I like that guy." Whatever he's doing, keep him doing that. And little did they know he was making bombs.
Yeah. I don't think he did though.
Yeah, he helped.
Did he refuse?
Well, he helped for a while, and then he was like, "No, this is actually a bad idea."
Evil.
And then they're like, "We're gonna grab that other dude." Yeah, that was like that whole movie.
Can you imagine if Oppenheimer was like as into being popular as Neil deGrasse Tyson?
Like he went on
whatever
would it
show.
be?
What would it have been?
Walter Cronkite?
Walter Cronkite.
Cronkite interview with Oppenheimer.
Let me tell you something really funny about Hiroshima.
It's actually not a planet.
Hiroshima's not a planet.
Japanese.
Hiroshima's not even a city anymore.
Japan is. Yeah, well, there you go.
If you're in the center, you're completely vaporized. Can you
imagine? And on the outside, you wouldn't be vaporized right away, but little by little, you would have melted away.
Yeah, right, exactly.
And I just think that's kind of neat.
Did you know there's actually shadows where the bodies were standing? It is amazing.
So bad. Oh my god.
I can't even think of how Neil deGrasse Tyson talks to do a funny impression.
It's too much it's very much fun uncle vibes.
Yeah, well, it's a very big actually vibe.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. You think you throw a tidbit out and you think he's going to be like, "Wow, good. I'm so surprised that you know all this." But he's like, "No, actually you're wrong. You're fully wrong, and here's why you're wrong and 7 different reasons why you should shut your mouth."
Oppenheimer is he's on fucking Steve-O's podcast.
Steve-O's Wild Ride.
Yes.
With Robert J. Oppenheimer.
He's like, "So I became Death Destroyer Worlds."
And you went to Clown College.
Like, wow.
That was a good Steve-O impression.
It's like, wow, that's amazing. So I'm going to get double D tits. Did you see that
I just got this tattoo on my forehead of a full penis.
Yeah. been sober for 18 years.
Oh my God. I think should we end it on that?
Do you want to watch me suck every guy off in this audience? Dare me to do it.
I have a multimedia show. Half of it is me jerking off on live TV on top of a building. And I just did it because, I'm fucked up. I'm a fucked up guy.
He's like, what's the kicker? 18 women we shitting on the whole time. By the way, I've been sober for 10 years.
This is all the shit you got into after you figured your life out?
It's like, wow.
Like, that is, wow.
That's amazing.
I mean, kudos.
I gotta do it more nasally, but yeah.
That's pretty good.
Okay.
I thought that was pretty good. Oh, my God. I think I'm good, though.
That's a good ending.
This seems like the end of the podcast.
God.
All right.
This has been Technical Difficulties with Bird Soup.
Yep.
Thank you very much for listening. Please follow, like, subscribe, rate, etc.
Instagram, all the things that you're fully addicted to.
You might not be seeing a lot of this one on Instagram considering the camera doesn't work. But
yeah, we'll see.
We'll see what happens. Thank you for listening. I hope you had fun.
Hell yeah.
We had fun.
Any closing thoughts, remarks?
No, just the stuff about following us, sharing our shit, and rating if you're on Spotify. We're on all platforms now, so I paid to get us on Apple and everything.
Hell yeah. And and if you want a little bit tidbit to go through your day with, just be nice. Just be nice.
Hell yeah.
Be understanding. Be
kind.
Be kind. Rewind.
And have a strong stance against war and pedophilia.
Yeah, please. If you would be so kind.
Hell yeah.
All right, bye.
Adios.